talking, the wild thoughts go. We laugh, we cry, yeah, we let it roll. Healing through a joke and a story for the soul. This that Lamar Walker show. Turn it up loud, let the whole block know. I'm paying the punchlines, watch the wisdom glow. Yeah, this that Lamar Walker show. Oh yeah, you turn scars into skits, old wounds into bits. Every call in, every friend feels like Sunday once again. From the grind to the glow up, glass half empty, you pour more up. You take the weight we hold below and lift it on the Lamar Walker show. This that Lamar Walker show, where the real ones talk and the wild thoughts go. We laugh, we cry, yeah, we let it roll. Healing through a joke and a story for the soul. This that Lamar Walker show. Turn it up loud, let the whole block know. From pain to punchlines, watch the wisdom glow. Yeah, this that Lamar Walker show. Hey, some days heavy, some days light. You still find a way to make it feel alright. When the world's too loud, when the bill's too high, I press play, hear your voice, and I remember why. This that Lamar Walker show, where the real ones talk and the wild thoughts go. We laugh, we cry.
Well, welcome back to the greatest show on the face of the earth. We are in the building. It is the Lamar Walker Show. We are here. I know y'all could have been any place else, but y'all chose to be here with me. What's good? What's going on, man? I'm just gonna jump right into it. In the latest news, Pooh Sheisty, artist of Gucci Mane. Pooh Shiesty went in with his father and some goons and set up Gucci and held guns to his head for Gucci to release him from his rap contract. Now, I don't know if people understand how things work contractually. I know it's a lot of guys in the street saying that like Gucci is some type of snitch or Gucci told, but this is called the record business. It's the record business, and I'm gonna give Gucci Mane the same grace as we've been giving the white executives for the past 100 years. Not near nigga in life has dared to go in there with guns or AR-15s and pull on your Liar Cohen or any of those white executives. Do you know why? The reason they won't do it is because they'll put their asses in jail. And for Pooh Shiesty and his father to think anything different is laughable to me. Now, I know there are a lot of guys that are working in warehouses and forklift operators who disagree. And a lot of guys in jail who consider Gucci Mane to be a snitch. And that is why you are in jail, okay? Street game should be played in the street. Gucci Mane is about 50 years old, a married man with children. What do you expect him to do? What is this cartoon world that we live in today? You have to let the street narrative go. You're not going to win. Pooh Shiesty should rot and spend the rest of his actual life in jail. He was emotional. He reacted very immaturely in regards to this. And a contract is a contract. A deal is a deal. If we get to the place where we're going to have contract disputes by showing up with guns and robbing people and forcing them under duress to sign you out of a contract, then across the world, we would be in utter chaos. That would be rather chaotic, because now, say you sold somebody your house and the house increases in value, and you say, oh, hell no, I want my house back. So you go kick in the door and you hold these people hostage and you make them release the house back to you. That is not how we work in a civilized society. And it is very poor and unsettling that people want to consider Gucci Mane a snitch. I don't consider him a snitch. This has nothing to do with the streets. This is about a man who went to make a deal. This is about a kid in a contract. The parents gave poor advice. Anytime your daddy say, "Yeah, let's get the guns and go down there and get him," that's how you know you are dealing with idiots, okay? And they belong in jail. To me, Pooh Shiesty obviously has a boyfriend or something in jail. He wanted to get back in jail to be with him. And on top of that, you on probation. So you think you think you just go get out, you spazzing out, you're mad, and you pull this, and there's to be no consequences. And this is only the thoughts in the black community. Only in the black community is where niggas will put a jacket on you and call you a snitch. Meanwhile, let's just say this, right? Say Gucci Mane did not, and I don't even think he called the police, okay? Gucci Mane had his security with him. One of the securities was an undercover agent or something like that who filed this report. But let's just say none of this happened. Let's just say Gucci Mane goes to retaliate against this guy. And it's a shootout in the street, blood in the street. All of they sent off guys are dying. One of them gets shot. You know who's going to profit off that? People in the other race. The other group is going to profit off of that, not our community. But we want to listen to these niggas that work at the warehouse and the jailhouse niggas try to tell black people what to think. It's not going to work. It doesn't work anymore. And this is why I'm so adamant on just dissing the streets. It's over. Nobody cares, man. Get a job. Do right. Do better. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I did a roast. I did the roast of Carlos Miller for the 85 South show. And, you know, one of the comedians brought up my Mike Epps situation that happened a while back. He said, LeVar, call the police on Mike Epps. Yeah, I did. And I sued. I don't give a fuck. It's like, it's amazing to me. I think niggas think I want to be their friend or something. I want to be cool or fit in. I'm not. You have to call the law. We are law-abiding citizens. We pay taxes. So go to jail. Go sit in the jail. And you can fight and live by street codes in the jail. That's why you're in a cage. That's why they lock you in there. Y'all can battle it out and fight and make love. And you live in that place. And shout out to all the Amazon workers. Shout out to Next Level 663. Yeah, shout out to the Amazon workers who call the Gucci a snitch. I know it's hot in that van. Get them packages on time, nigga. I need my shit. Okay? Now think about this too. And this is the thing. Why isn't anybody finding fault with Pooh Shiesty? I don't care if Gucci Mane made $100 million off of Pooh Shiesty while he was in jail. We don't know this guy without Gucci Mane. You don't know him. Did Gucci Mane reach back to the ghetto to pull this nigga up out of the ground, out of the dirt, to give him an opportunity? He believed in him. He got hot. Gucci gave him a upfront. What do they call that? You get a deal, you get a sign a deal. Gucci gave him the $1 million sign-on bonus. You got hot. You have relevance. So you in jail counting Gucci's pocket. I can't believe he making all this money on me. And then you called your daddy, who is also a jailhouse nigga, to say, we're going to get him. Now, both of these niggas in jail, and guess what? Pooh Shiesty is still signed to Gucci. Do you see how this works? Do y'all understand how this works? You're getting told on. You're going to jail. That is why the people are in place. It's over. The streets are dead. Now, Gucci just made a diss song, and we can listen to it here. I'm glad all of y'all are watching this. Shout out to everybody on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere y'all at. Appreciate the love. And remember, when I got these shows, get them tickets to my shows because I'm way funnier in person than I am talking because I'm only talking. So I can hopefully get y'all to buy some tickets one day. But let's go and play this song with Gucci. Let's see what Gucci has to say about this. Let me see. We're going to see what Gucci has to say. Hopefully, I guess they might make me edit this out on the thing, but it's cool. Okay, this is the song Crash Dummy by Gucci Mane. Gucci, go up. I just love to see all this street stuff dying out. It brings me great joy. It brings me great joy. Let me see. Y'all can hear me okay, right? I'm just making sure. Can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me. Y'all would have said something. Okay, here we go, guys. Dear YNs, this is the song I'm going to play if I got to call the police on one of you niggas. The man put money on his commissary. Do you hear that? He was one of the only people that put money on his books while he was in jail. You know, if I was in that courthouse for this trial, I would definitely point the finger and try to give this man life in jail.
Hey, now my heart turned cold. My heart turned cold. My heart turned cold.
And he should play this song when he's walking out of the courtroom after they give him life and sentence him.
I done been betrayed. Now my heart turned cold.
And isn't it better that the police are involved and the authorities involved instead of ending this young man's life and us continuing down a perpetual cycle of violence and niggardry? If I was Gucci, I would get on that stand and cry tears of how I saw my life flash before my eyes and I thought about my wife and children.
I don't know what the fuck you thought. Still get
Let him rot in the penitentiary.
money. This ain't that.
And that was a great song to me. A lot of people hated it.
1017. Scoochie. Burr. Burr. Wow.
And then the crazy part about this is with all this attention that's on this guy while he's still signed to Gucci, I'm pretty sure his streaming is going to go through the roof and Gucci will continuously get paid. Just like the white people, duh. Like, what are we talking about? Yo, shout out to Next Level 6663 who showed up with the $2 super chat. I see you, big dog. Thanks for coming in, man, throwing that in the bucket, man. It's well needed, man, because, you know what I mean, the support and the love is real. But let's go. They have an attorney that also talked about this, and let's listen to what he has to say about it as well.
Results in very stiff sentences.
Let's just take a look at this. This attorney has something to say.
I wouldn't be surprised if Pooh Shiesty thing results in very stiff sentences for those involved, especially Shiesty. Shiesty's going to get fucked here. He's going to get a long prison. It's federal. There were guns involved. They will get a Texas judge.
Federal guns involved and a Texas judge.
Forced Gucci Mane to sign a contract. Lawyers and judges don't play about contracts. Contract law is like the foundation of law. A law itself is basically a contract between yourself and the state and the country you're in. Pooh Shiesty got a second chance. Judges hate when you throw away a second chance. Yes, they do. Pooh Shiesty was on supervised release. Pooh Shiesty had an ankle monitor on. I'm not.
He did this. You know how dumb you got to be to do all this with an ankle monitor on? You on probation with an ankle monitor on and you go to rob a man?
See, he'll get 30 years. But if he did, I wouldn't be totally surprised. He will get 30 years for this. He absolutely will. He could probably get 20 years for the underlying crime and then 10 years for the gun.
30 years, Pooh Shiesty. 30 years. 30 years is what Pooh is going to get. May he rot. May he rot. And this is about decision, people. And I hope if there are some young children looking at this or some young men, Don't be Pooh Shiesty. Okay, don't be this dumb. Don't be this stupid. And it's rather unfortunate for Pooh Shiesty that he didn't have a good father in his life because him and his dad went to do this shit together. So both of them are going to die in jail. And meanwhile, Gucci will get paid off of his royalties and he'll be able to feed his family. So that is life. Okay, we don't live in street cartoon world. And these are called what? Consequences. Everybody look to your neighbor and say consequences. This is what has to happen. Okay? Now, I got a special guest in the studio today with me. A special guest. I've been knowing this young lady for quite some time. And I'm going to bring her on. I've been knowing her now for 48 years. And she's known me before I even came to the world because I was in her uterus. Give it up to my mama. Mama! Come on in here, mama. Mama! We got Mother Walker. I got my mama in the building. Mama, say hi to the people. My mama is just turned 38 years of age. That is her birthday. And me and my mom, I wanted to take her out. Yesterday, we were going to go listen to some jazz, not too far from my house. However, and I live in the black neighborhood, so a lot of when I talk, I actually live with black people, and I don't consider myself a celebrity by any stretch of the imagination. However, if I was to be considered one, I actually live with blacks. The rest don't. So when I speak on these issues in the community, understand that I am a part of the community. So yesterday, me and my mom went out to listen to some jazz. Remember, mama? And it's a Thursday, right off of Camp Creek. If you live in Atlanta, you know what Camp Creek is. They say Camp Creek ain't nothing but Old National with a mink coat on. This for Atlanta people. We go to St. James Live, right off Button Road, on a Thursday. I had on like black joggers, a hat, and I've also performed and I've done stand-up comedy in this place before in the same attire. Now, this Thursday, for us to go watch a saxophonist, they tell me that I need to have on dress shoes, a jacket, and I'm not dressed right. And the girl at the door was very, very condescending. She was looking at me, oh, I know you can do better than this. I was like, what? And there was a white couple behind me. Now, this is all black business. Now, this is what we talk about inverse racism. This is an all black business. There was a white couple right behind me. This guy was dressed like shit, and they let him right in, and they tap danced. So I'm going to say, forget St. James Live, and never again. And unfortunately, my mom, my mom couldn't even enjoy a day, Mom. You want to speak on this?
Yeah, when you came back and told me that they said you needed a suit coat on and you had to have hard dress shoes on, I looked down at my feet and I had on Nikes too.
My mama had on Nikes.
I thought you were telling a joke. I really thought it was a joke. And then when I look and think about what really, really happened, when you walked up there to ask, what's going on? Is it open now? You kind of walked away, and this lady and this man, these white people walked up. They walked straight in. And
Wait, Mama, they saying they can't hear you. Wait, Mama, you probably going to have to sit in the chair. Okay, Mama, just tell them what happened. Just sit right here, and I'm going to sit. My mama's in the big chair. This is the Mama Walker Show. Welcome to the Mama Walker Show. There you go. Now, Mama, here, put your headphones on. This is Mama Walker, y'all. Now, tell them what happened, Mama.
So what happened was you got out of the car to check and see what was going on, what we had to do once we got out, and we needed to find a place to park. So we parked kind of like right in front of the building behind other cars, and you got out. So I'm watching while you're getting out, and I see you talking to this lady that comes to the door, and the lady is you're talking, and she's talking and everything, and then you kind of move back, and this white couple walks up, and they goes directly in. So when you walk to the car, and you have it looks like you're kind of upset, like what's going on? Are they open? And you say, Mama, I can't believe it. They said I needed a suit coat on, I needed hard bottom shoes, and I'm like, okay, you need hard bottom shoes. I have on Nikes. What's going on? It's Thursday night. It's not a holiday. It's not Valentine's Day. I thought you were joking. I really thought my son was joking. I thought you were telling a joke. I was like, come on now. But then when I look and think about what I'm seeing and what I saw that happened, I told him, I don't never want to come back here again to this place. I'm like, I don't want to say an expletive, but
and can I say something? And mind you, this place is right next door to a Chinese food place.
it's a strip mall.
It's a strip mall,
A very small
which is
strip
next
mall.
door to a dry cleaners, and they want me to wear a 3-piece suit there.
I was like, was I supposed to come in a
And this
prom
is how
dress?
our people do us.
I was like, and to top it off, me like an idiot, I told my daughter-in-law, you know what? Maybe I should put another, I mean, I was really dressed kind of like this. I'm like, I'll put on a different top, because it's Thursday night and I hadn't gone, wasn't able to go to a jazz club in Chicago because that's where I'm from. And so I told my son for my birthday, which was in February, I'm celebrating it here today because of the weather situation. The weather's nicer in Atlanta than it is in Chicago. So I told my son, well, one of the things I want to do when I come is go to a jazz club. I said, I just want to sit and listen to some music, maybe have some little appetizers, maybe have a little cocktail, and just listen to jazz. Because my son's grandfather played the saxophone, and now I'm learning and teaching myself how to play the alto saxophone. So it's something I really, really wanted to do. But to be shocked at what happened last night, to me, it was unbelievable. But then it wasn't unbelievable because I hate to expect this to happen in the neighborhood where my son pays taxes. And I'm going to tell you guys out there that don't pay your taxes, pay them. Because that's why you have paved streets, you have corners, because these other countries don't give a shit about you being in a wheelchair or being able to walk down across the street. You need to pay your taxes. Pay your taxes. However, this was the craziest thing I could believe happened on a Thursday night.
I have to tell, somebody said right here, okay, Play for Afterlife. Sorry, but you are wrong on this one, King. We should more respect for our black-owned business. If a white jazz club rejects you with sweatpants and jean jacket, what would you say? And that's great. No, hold on. This is a great take. I love this take. Now, let me say this. I've performed in this place and done stand-up comedy in the exact same outfit I had on. When I'm telling you, bro, it's a Thursday in the strip mall. But hey, guess what? It's okay. Because I did a video on Instagram. And guess what? You know the response I got on Instagram? Like I said, that's on Camp Creek. This is the response that I got on Instagram. The response I got on Instagram was from Jazz Dinner ATL. Okay? Jazz Dinner ATL said, hey, pull up to the Vibey Jazz Experience this Monday, bro. It's in West Midtown. Huh? West Midtown. What you mean I don't have to wear a 3-piece suit in a nicer area where they don't break in the car? Wow.
Yeah, but the thing about it, the two people that walked in, they were dressed worse than I was.
They was dressed bad.
They were dressed, and they were
Y'all
white.
don't want to hear it.
They were white, but I'm just saying. And they walked in and they weren't turned around.
He said you
and
look
they didn't
beautiful,
talk to-
mama.
Oh,
See,
thank you.
You look beautiful, Mama Walker.
Thank you. That's where my son gets it from.
Now I'm ugly like my daddy, y'all. He probably watching. That's why he messed me up.
That was just
Well, y'all
amazing.
wish my
So
mama
amazing.
a happy birthday. She's
Thank
38.
Thank you so much.
You liked it, Mama?
I love it.
You wanna tell him something? You wanna sing for him?
What would you like me to sing?
Go on, sing your song, Mama.
Which one?
I don't know. You just sang something. Why don't you give us a church song or something? They want to know your Cash App or Zelle, Mama.
Mike, what? I don't have one.
You ain't got no Cash
I
App?
got a piggy bank.
No, they gonna sing you something. They gonna sing something for your
No,
birthday.
no, just send it to you.
Y'all could send it to the
just send
super
it to
chat.
you.
Send it
Just
to the
to
super
you.
chat. She don't want nobody knowing that.
The song that I sung at my church on Easter, I had to sing the big song, which I'm still trying to work on I'm still a work in progress. I am a work in progress at 70 years old, okay? And I feel beautiful on the inside, but I want to look pretty on the outside, and I'm working at that. However, the song that I sung at my church was He Decided to Die. Now, this song is a very hard song to sing for me, but I did rehearse, and I just do just a little bit. When Jesus came to Calvary, people from
Ooh,
miles
mama, look.
they came to see. They said, if you be the Christ, come down and save your life. But Jesus, my sweet Jesus, he never answered them, for he knew it was old Satan tempting him. If he had come down from the cross, my soul would still be lost. Okay, that's all I'm gonna sing.
Hey, right on, mama. Okay, mama, I gotta share this. Oh man, that was wonderful. That was wonderful, mama. You did good.
Thank you. Thank you for trying.
Y'all, thank y'all. Appreciate that, man. My mama, that really warmed her heart. Shout out to Next Level 6663 for the $20. He sent you $20 for your birthday, mama. Yeah. They said Darren Salter said, walk it on down, Miss Walker, Next Level 663. A songbird sang it, mama. Look at that. Mama did it, y'all. Mama did it. God bless. And God bless all y'all mamas too. And yeah, man. Here we are, guys. Here we are. We gonna keep it rolling. And everybody, shout out to everybody that did donate and show this love. And shout out to everybody watching me on YouTube TV, the YouTube family, man. Y'all, we getting strong over on YouTube, man. We getting strong. They say your voice is rich, huh? Yeah, you can go downstairs. They say your voice is rich, mama. Beautiful voice. You got a lot of great reviews. Thank you, mama. Yeah, the thing about it with the jazz spot to me is just like, bro, we all in the community, and most 50-year-old men that are responsible and respectful, we are typically wearing a baseball hat and nice jogging pants, bro. You can tell a YN from a respectable, trying to be fly older gentleman, right? I shouldn't have to sit in a 3-piece suit to listen to somebody play a saxophone. That's all I'm gonna say. So, it's what it is. Thank you, Akuma. It's Akuma. I appreciate that. But yeah, back to this Pooh Shiesty thing. Like I say, guys, it's really terrible, and I hope that unfortunately, the boy need to go to jail, and there needs to be a precedent set. You don't get to walk around where you going to breach a contract with guns and weapons, because that threatens our democracy actually in America. So if you're saying like Gucci's a snitch or whatever, that's actually being somewhat anti-American to me. We in a free country. and we have to do things contractually and uphold contractual obligations. And that's just how it works. Yeah, jeans that fit, but yeah, I'm not knocking that, bro. But I promise you, I'd take my hat off. You know what I mean? Like I go eat at, if we go to Nobu, if we go to Houston's, if we go anywhere in Atlanta, bro, I'm always good. I don't look crazy. I will fit in a jazz club just on something cool. Like, you know what I mean? So, but I appreciate you though. But we gonna move it right along to see what else is happening in the world. I appreciate all y'all chiming in and all y'all pulling up on me, man. They saying the downfall of rap in Atlanta needs to be studied. I'm just looking at that from Georgia, everything Georgia, the downfall of rap in Atlanta. I don't think it's necessarily the downfall of rap in Atlanta. I just think it's a total downfall of rap, period, as it should be. As it should be. Like what the stuff these guys are talking about and the stuff these guys are celebrating in songs, it needs to come crumbling down at a point. Because we're not doing anything positive with the music. Rap was positive, more so positive. When rap started in the 1980s, it was positive vibes. You know what I mean? Even when we got the 1980s, it started changing, I want to say the 90s. But in the 90s, you still had across genres. You had different type of rap, from knowledge rap to positive rap to happy rap, and then you did have gangster rap. And then as we moved into the early 2000s, mid 2000s, we went into drill music and kill rap. And they profit off of that. So for instance, and I know they had that gripe with Kanye and everybody hates Kanye, but Kanye made a valid point. You can delete an N word, F is girl. Delete an N word, F is girl. Delete the N word, F is girl. This is played with impunity. You can't delete a dog on a rap song. You can't delete a woman on a rap song. You can't delete any other group, but you can delete an N-word 1,000,000 times over. So it's funny to me how other people get mad if something is said about them. It's crazy. It's crazy. What's going on in Detroit? Shout out to everybody in Detroit. Mara Young, you say the Detroit mayor is allowing contaminated dirt to be dropped in Detroit? What? Let's look this up. I don't see where that's at. What do you mean? I'm trying to find this. Oh, they have poison dirt in Detroit? What's going on in Detroit? What are they poisoning the dirt for? Let me see if I can find this on Google. Let's see what they got going on in Detroit, y'all. Detroit like my second home because they say I got the Detroit face. I got the Jalen Rose, Judge Mathis face. Dirt heaps at the Northland Mall poisoned? I'm not seeing any real stories on this. Okay. Let's take a look here. Okay, contaminated dirt is once again a problem in Detroit's demolition program. With testing underway at more than 500 sites connected to a demolition contractor and a city-approved dirt supplier. Gayanga is a Detroit-based demo contractor once praised by ex-mayor Mike Dugan as the type of firm to which the city should be awarding contracts. A dirt supplier, Iron Horse, is owned by a man convicted of bid rigging years prior during the Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick era. Free press reporting reveals arsenic and lead are among the contaminants that have been found across dozens of sites. Oh my gosh. And that as to whether Detroit officials have ordered adequate testing and sufficiently communicated the risk to residents. Mayor Mike Dugan takes office, Detroit blight removal tasks. The city quickly tear down about 40,000 dilapidated buildings left by a decades-long population slide in Detroit embarks on the largest demolition program in the nation. The first phase of the program through 2020 will be funded primarily through $265 million hardest hit fund, families, hard economic. Oh man, this is not good. This is not good. We got to get the dirt out of Detroit. I don't know what's happening, but we really got to get it out of there. Hey, Drake's dead. Don't be talking about my Temu pants, man. Ain't nothing wrong with no Temu. I do Temu. Them pants cool. They ain't had no pockets on them, but they made great pants, pajama bottom. Then I'm going to get me some more from Temu. Don't hate on Temu now. Temu lit. Temu is lit. Let me see. She said, look up Charlie LaDuff. Shout out to Red Fire out there in Barbados. Appreciate you pulling up. Blessings. Let's look up Charlie LaDuff, y'all. Charlie LaDuff. You said Charlie LaDuff. Okay, this is the report. I guess this is what you're talking about right here. This is Charlie LaDuff. Let's see what they have to say. Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something about Temu. Temu is a Chinese supplier, okay? All this shit that we be buying from Gucci, Louis Vuitton, comes from similar factories or where the same shit that Temu comes from. And I have bought a lot of different fashion pieces. And look, sometimes, man, ain't nothing wrong with dude. Get you some cheap pants. You can make them look good. That's the purpose. Real style is being able to take a very small budget and look fly. You know what I mean? That's real style. But look, let's see what they got to say about my favorite place, Detroit. Let's go. Let's go.
Why is the mayor of Southfield, Michigan afraid of this? Because it's the sword of truth. Watch. We told you how the dirt at Northland Mall is poisoned, and they dumped it in Detroit, and now Detroit's poisoned. Well, this guy, Southfield Mayor Ken Siver, called me a sensationalist and a liar. Kind of reminds me of this guy.
It's a bunch of nonsense.
So this guy, the mayor of Southfield, wanted proof. I said I'd bring it by, and he agreed to a 1 o'clock interview, Monday. 1 o'clock appointment with the mayor?
So I've been told that he's not coming in today.
Oh, he's not coming in today.
I know he's not here because I've been looking for him. As you can see, I'm out of breath.
You want to give me an interview? I'll show you.
I don't even know what this is about. I just heard soil and that's it, so I don't have anything.
Northland Mall.
The city doesn't have any.
The city has no documents on the soil testing.
After, you have the 2016, so anything past that.
After 2016, when the mayor told everybody bring the dirt in, nobody ever tested that.
I don't know about nobody.
Okay.
We didn't, and we don't have the reports because that we didn't have it's not our property, it's not our dirt.
But before you sold the property, it was.
I'm gonna advise him.
Well, you're the lawyer.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk.
I'm
about
answering,
what he did before
my
he
answer
left.
is in response to your FOIA. We responded is what I'm saying.
No testing. What do you mean they never tested the dirt? Wow. Eventually, they did give me someone to talk to, but I think the guy was a plant. Why in the world would a mayor not let his people know that they are possibly being poisoned? It's a major scandal, and the enjoyers learned that the feds are now on the case. And the mayor, he's gone missing. So back to the cops I went. How you doing? I'd like to file a missing persons report, please.
Okay, what's going on? Who's missing?
Mayor Ken Siver, he was supposed to give me an interview at 1 o'clock, and he's nowhere to be found. Or his courage. Can I file a missing courage report?
Look, man, my prayers go out to the people in the city of Detroit. I think that is rather pathetic. They're letting people build without testing the soil, and we can't afford to have sick children and sick people trying to get jobs. And Southfield is a majority black area, and they always try to pull this bullshit. So appreciate you for letting me know that, Mara Young. Appreciate that. And that's quite unsettling to me. Hopefully justice will be served. We can get the feds in there to sweep in and get that dirt out of there, or sue whoever that builder is. Y'all could just start suing the shit out of the builder. I don't know if you could get you it sounds like a class action lawsuit wherever they build with this poisonous dirt. And you start from there. Just sue their ass and that dirt will change. You know, that's a great question. They do it, bro. I'm going to tell you why. It happens to us a lot of times, bro, in the Midwest, man, because, you know, black people just working, you know, you trying to get a little money or something. Everybody don't even have time to work. You so stressed a lot of times. You ain't even got time to worry about no shit like that. Like, life is just lifing. And then they able to get away with it, and people turn a blind eye, unfortunately. But we could sue their ass, so, you know. Some kids got sick good. I mean, I'm not saying good, but whoever those parents are, please lawyer up. Let's shut their ass down. And you got to take them down financially. Ain't no marching or holding hands gonna do nothing. You just have to go hit them in that pocket, and things will change rather rapidly. So, man, that's so sad. That's so sad. It's unreal. Somebody said they wanted to talk about the space flight. I think I had covered that a little bit yesterday. My thing about that space flight is I don't understand, and I think I spoke on this, but I don't understand how we went to the moon 60 years ago and allegedly landed on the moon, only for 60 years later to just fly around the moon without landing on the moon. Do you understand what I'm saying? That would be like, I guess, Columbus coming to America, you know, coming to America, coming on the soil, and then getting back on the boat, going back where he came from, and then coming back just to drive around America 60 years later. So did we really land on the moon? You know what I mean? Like, what is going on here? You know, that's kind of weird to me. That is really weird to me. All right, we got some coming in from our crazy president here. Trump summons bank leaders over terrifying new threat to global financial system. Trump administration has summoned America's most powerful bank chiefs to an urgent closed-door meeting over an AI model its makers warn could bring down a blue-chip company or breach national defense firewalls. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell convened a session at Treasury headquarters in Washington, D.C. on Tuesday to address Mythos, a new model from AI giant Anthropic. Anthropic had announced Mythos the same day, revealing that the model surprised coders by hacking into the company's own networks during internal testing. The meeting was called at short notice for banks classified as systemically important, whose stability is considered vital to the global financial system. Bloomberg reported among the bosses summoned were Citigroup's Jane Fraser, Morgan Stanley's Ted Pick, Bank of America's Brian Moynihan, Wells Fargo, Charlie Scharf, and Goldman Sachs' David Solomon. Jamie Dimon of J.P. Morgan was unable to attend. Only around 40 carefully vetted firms have been granted access to Mythos, which arrives off the back of Anthropic's Claude Code, the tool that sent Silicon Valley into a frenzy with its ability to generate entire programs from a single line of text. The Pentagon is already a customer, having deployed Anthropic's earlier models in the operation to seize Nicolas Maduro and during the Iran conflict. Anthropic said it had held discussions with U.S. officials ahead of the release about Mythos and its offensive and defensive cyber capabilities. The Treasury has been contacted for comment. The Fed declined to comment. Anthropic is separately locked in a legal battle with the Trump administration after a federal appeals court this week rejected its bid to pause the Pentagon's designation of the company as a supply chain risk. The fallout stems from Anthropic's refusal to let the particularly around autonomous weapons and domestic surveillance. The AI giant released a chilling analysis of Mythos this week, as it admitted the new model could easily hack into hospitals, electrical grids, power plants, and other pieces of critical infrastructure. During testing, Anthropic says that Mythos found thousands of high-severity vulnerabilities, including some of every major operating system and web browser. Some of these security weaknesses had gone unnoticed by human security researchers and hackers for decades, surviving millions of automated reviews. These included attacks that allowed Mythos to crash computers just by connecting to them, seize control of machines, and hide its presence from defenders. In a blog post detailing the dangerous new model, Anthropic says AI models have reached a level of coding capability where they can surpass all but the most skilled humans at finding and exploiting software vulnerabilities. Damn. That means we are in trouble. That's what that's saying. It's saying that this artificial intelligence, they have made some shit so smart that it's 1,000 times smarter than humans. And it sounds like this shit is becoming sentient to where now the Claude and the program, the AI programs is just going to take over your computer, break into banks to do whatever it wants to do. And we just cook. Basically, that's what it's saying. The company adds the fallout for economies, public safety, and national security could be severe. Anthropic describes the model as a leap in these cyber skills compared to previous versions of Claude. Mythos has the ability to find, exploit, and chain together individual vulnerabilities into sophisticated attacks, all without the help of a human. So we are about to be ruled by some AI god. In one case, Claude Mythos found a 27-year-old weakness in a piece of software called OpenBSD, which has a reputation for security and stability. Jesus Christ. I don't know. This is exhausting, but basically they had this closed door meeting. They're saying we are cooked. It's just a matter of time before all this shit blows up in our face and we're just living in total chaos and unstable society. So I would just tell people, get as much water and ammo as possible. If you have a bunker, you might be lucky, but it's only a matter of time before you will run out of food and resources in that bunker. And this is just where we at right now. I'm just going to live. There's nothing I can do. I don't have a bunker. So I'm just to the point, if I die, I die. So that's what it is. That is what it is, guys. Oh, damn, it's getting nasty, bro. Damn. They suing Corey? I just saw this. Looking light. Court docs getting real specific. It ain't looking light. According to the filing, Corey Holcomb's 5150 show is being hit with multiple claims, including defamation per se, false light, emotional distress, a violation of California Civil Code 3344. The plaintiffs claim they were publicly ridiculed on the show with statements that allegedly crossed the line. Now they're saying it caused real damage, not just shows. The docs even mentioned the show benefiting financially while the situation escalated, which could make things get even messier in court. This one might get real ugly. Ugh. Oh, I guess Anton Daniels is taking Corey to court. And that's the homie, too. Shout out to everybody over there on 5150. Corey is the OG. I show love and give due deference to the brother. And wishing y'all blessings over there, man. I don't want it to get nasty. I don't want to see nothing bad happen, man. But be careful out there, y'all. Let me see. Oh, they going after the dream now, bro. Sheesh. Oh, no. They say they going after the dream, y'all. They say the dream, Beyonce's longtime producer, the dream, is heading to trial in a sexual assault coercion lawsuit. The Rock Nation affiliate looks like he allegedly lured a young aspiring artist with promises of a Beyonce featuring career advancement before trapping her. Woo, Lord have mercy. It's getting nasty out here, man. It's getting nasty, y'all. That's why I just stay in my little room. I don't want no troubles. Let me show y'all something. Look how they live. Look how people living. I think I'm about to move too. Move my damn family. This lady lives in Vietnam. Look at this.
Hi, I'm Demi. I moved to Vietnam from Dallas, Texas 3 months ago. All right, and I'm going to show you guys our apartment.
All right. This is nice.
Thank you.
It's nice and clean.
2-bedroom, 2-bath for $520 a month.
Okay, show me around. Show me around. Yeah.
Usually we'll take our shoes off, but it's okay for today.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Our little dining area, not too much. This is the living room, the couch, all of the furniture came with the apartment. So, and then our kitchen. So kitchens in Vietnam do not come with an oven like 99% of the time. So we lucked out by getting an oven here. This is the secondary bedroom.
With a beautiful view.
It's better at night. The view at night is amazing.
So what's your monthly expenses here in Vietnam?
It's about $900 per month.
Y'all living good.
The apartment costs $520 a month, bro, in Vietnam. And I'm guessing the utilities are extra $380. So they all in at $920 a month, as most Americans are being priced out of America and squeezed dry. Insane. We got, bruh, something gotta happen.
Good for the low. I might have to make that move for sure. 900 is crazy.
And now we're gonna look at the primary bedroom and bathroom. We have the little Japanese toilet where it opens on its own.
What does the everyday life in Vietnam look like for them?
I get a lot of rest, clean, laundry. I just started my YouTube channel. We'll go to lunch, go to dinner.
And you're living like way better.
Yeah, better food, better quality of life.
That's crazy, bro. $520 a month. You can basically take you about 20,000 over to Vietnam and you good for about 2 years. That is crazy, bro. Woo! I'm about to go over there too, man. I'm about to talk to my wife, but we need to get the hell up out of here. Everything just high as hell. It's so sad now we live in a time where, you know, kids coming out of college, bro, like there's just nothing left. You know, I feel sorry for the millennials. I know we always talk about the millennials and these kids, but I think they got it rough, bro. You know what I mean? When you think about it, like my son is 11, he'll be 11 this month. What are his prospects, right? Like where is he gonna work? What is he gonna do for a living? How advanced will AI be? Will it be a goal for him to be a plumber or an electrician? Like what happens? You know what I'm saying? And then they just pricing everybody out. And I guess America is just everybody just have to be an entrepreneur, no job, because you can't really make it with a job. You know, that's how, and this is by design. I'm not job shaming here. I'm just saying the way that this society is built and how America, the economy to me, seems like that of a pyramid scheme. You know, it's just not, it doesn't seem sustainable to me. And so people are leaving. People are leaving. And on top of people leaving and probably moving out, at the same time, we have a birth dearth. So people aren't having children either. You know, you see a lot of these sisters, no kids. A lot of people with one child like myself. And I just don't know. Even me as a pharmacist, shit, I feel like in a sense, I'm like a blacksmith, bro. Like, I don't really think we're needed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I hate to say that shit too, but yeah, we could catch some drug interactions, you know, some DURs, you know, do DURs and call on the phone for prior authorizations and things like that. But I mean, with this AI, man, I mean, come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Well, guys, I think I'm going to get out of here. I have to make some moves. I'm going to be in Palm Beach. I got to do a show in Palm Beach for the pharmacist out there. And then I'm gonna be in Nashville at the Joy with the homie Marcus Squeaky Barnes. That's what I got coming up for now. Probably do some more one-nighters, but they getting hard because I'm just having the roughest time with my advertising and converting people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if people even seeing if I'm coming anymore. It's getting harder and harder out here. So it's what it is, y'all. But yo, once again, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate y'all guys tuning in and rocking with me like y'all been doing. And we're going to keep building. You know what I'm saying? So thank all of you. I love you all, man. Y'all have a wonderful day. And I'm out.